and welcome back to another video. I hope you're all doing well. The reason why I'm currently sat in the ensuite is because, as you can hear from behind me, Oscar and Rosie are going absolutely crazy because Sam and a couple of other guys are here, basically starting the extension. So I have situated myself in a room that I know I probably won't be disturbed, so I am going to push this door to a little bit. But yeah, so Sam is here with two of the guys that he works with, called Ed and Tom. I hope they won't mind me saying this, but yeah, they're basically here. So Sam's got a helping hand to start digging out the foundations for the extension, which is so exciting. We are currently on Monday today, so I think I'll probably film this until Wednesday, because from Thursday onwards I am back in the office, so I'm not going to be able to get much content for the rest of the week. But fingers crossed a lot will be able to get done and I'll have lots to show you. Sam did actually plaster the walls in the lounge at the weekend, so he got back from golf on Saturday afternoon and decided that he just wanted to get all of the walls done, so he pulled a late night basically doing that whilst I was just sat on the sofa watching him. But there is nothing for me to do with regards to that. I am by no means skilled at plastering at all, so yeah, he was pleased that he managed to get that done. So yesterday we just had a lovely morning walking the doggies, and then we walked into our local village and basically just had some lunch, which was so nice. And yeah, it was a nice chilled evening ready for this crazy week ahead. I can hear Oscar squealing because he can't get outside, but they are basically bringing the digger in from the front, and they're going to take the gate off the side as well, so the dogs obviously can't be outside for health and safety. I know full well they'll take themselves off down the side and just basically make a run for it. Well, I don't think quite a run for it. I would hope they wouldn't run away. But yeah, so I'll include the footage here of Sam plastering. And chaos happening, but I thought that I would just take you downstairs just to show you what the lounge is currently looking like at the moment. Now obviously now we're at this point, we do have to wait for the plastering work to dry for a couple of weeks before we can actually do any kind of painting. Now Sam is hoping that on Thursday we'll be able to get into the lounge to start some of the media wall going across the back. I think we've got a delivery of the MDF tomorrow, so yeah, it's all systems go, but it'd be good to kind of get a little bit further along with the lounge. And I am going to apologise for the noise that you are going to hear from this dog. Honestly, Oscar is so unbelievably needy, and if he can't get his own way, you'll hear him barking and whining. Yes, we're talking about you. Rosie's alright, she's a lot more chilled. But yeah, anyway, so this is what the lounge is currently looking like. So the last time I showed you, it was just the ceiling that was done, but now Sam has done this wall, which has actually dried quite well round here. I was saying to Sam at the weekend, it's actually really odd now because you can't see where the doors were before. It is literally just a wall now. And on this back wall here, Sam has done the plastering work as well. And then across the back here, they are trying to move a trailer out the front, sorry. He has done this wall, which you can barely see because of the lighting. I've got a bit of better lighting here, but yeah, I do apologise. This video is probably going to be a bit scatty here, there and everywhere. But as you can see, Oscar is in there whining. Can you stop, please? You cheeky boy. This is day one of the extension, and as you can see, the guys are actually trying to figure out exactly what's wrong with the digger,
because it isn't working. So they had to have a change of plan for the first day and basically just work on the garden and try and take down the conifer tree at the back here, and then also the holly bush and the other conifer trees. So yeah, this is then basically starting that work. And it is proving quite difficult because they've not got the digger to pull down everything, and neither have they got a chainsaw either, so they're using all the tools that they've got to try and take everything down. This is where they got up to yesterday with the digging. Now they did obviously have to do it all by hand because the digger wasn't working, but we have got a new one being delivered today, so fingers crossed they'll be able to get a lot more digged out. But I think they've done quite well yesterday considering. And also over in this corner, this big tree has been taken out. Over where Sam is at the moment, trying to pick up the dog poo, lovely. The conifer's been taken out, the holly bush has been taken out, and then across this side, the big conifer that was over here has also been taken out as well. So the garden is looking very bare at the moment.
Day 2 of the extension work, and I am back in the ensuite yet again. So there's music going on in the front, music going on in the back, and I don't want to get copyrighted and have to remove some of this footage. So yeah, I'm back in here again, hoping that my voice is going to drain out the background noise. But yesterday the digger didn't work. There was something on it that wasn't basically working properly, and it needed to work in order for us to get the work done. So we had to call up another company to get a new digger delivered to us, which did get delivered quite early this morning. Sam was panicking, worrying that it was going to arrive at like 10-11 AM, but it did arrive first thing, which is great, although it is a micro digger and he wanted a mini digger. But obviously, because everything had to be ordered within short notice, he has basically just had to make do with that. So I have had a little go on that today. I'll insert a clip to the side here of me trying to dig some dirt out of the ground. I don't know the technical term for all of these things, but yeah, I had a go anyway, and it was quite difficult knowing which ways forward and back, so up and down, opening it out and closing the digger bit in and out. Oh gosh, that sounds ridiculous, but yeah, I'm sure I'll learn some technical terms off of Sam. But yeah, that was actually quite fun to do today. And now we've got this digger until tomorrow. It means that we can get quite a lot dug out. I say we, it's not me, it's Sam, Ed and Tom. Hopefully they'll be able to get quite a lot done tomorrow, so that by the end of the day they're able to give it back and then not be needed at all. I think this evening though, Sam is going to be out in the garden quite late at night trying to dig up the roots from the trees that got chopped down yesterday. So he's got to try and get those out before the digger gets gone again tomorrow. So there's still a lot going on, and it is currently 2:15. 2, and we've got the building inspector coming at 3 o'clock, which I'm quite nervous about, but Sam is adamant that he's done what is needed to get done for him to see that. So fingers crossed we can get the first thing ticked off of the regulation list. I'll be really pleased towards the end of the week when I am not here to be able to see all the mess and dirt that's going on, because every time Sam or the others come in with obviously their muddy shoes, I am constantly sweeping up after them, and I need to stop doing that. So towards the end of the week when I'm not here and I can't see it happening, I'll just have to tidy up at the end of the day. But yeah, at the moment I just feel like I'm constantly cleaning up, and I could wait until the end of the day to do it, but I think if I see that it's there, I just want to get it up and off the floor. So I cannot wait for the house to be done and not have to worry about all the excess cleaning that I seem to be doing at the moment.
It amazes me how far you have to dig down for the foundations, and I've never actually seen this in person before of this work being done, so it was quite interesting. And this did happen a few times where the banks just ended up falling in on itself, which Sam said is quite common, especially when the ground is really wet. As you can see, Oscar and Rosie are absolutely loving all the dirt and all the mud everywhere, digging lots of holes, running around, making as much mess as possible. After my last evening client, I noticed Sam outside basically digging up all of the roots ready for the next day. And as you can see, we wanted to clear out this area as much as possible to get the base ready for the bar and the hot tub area. And the reason why we're doing this now alongside the extension is because, number one, we've still got the digger, so we don't have to rehire it again at a later stage. And number two, as you can see the mess and the dirt that's everywhere, we kind of wanted to get the worst stage over and done with all together, because I know full well once the extension work is done, we would have regretted having to make more mess. And as you can see out the front here, we have this massive pile of dirt. Alongside doing the additional work at the back of the garden, we also dug up down the side of the house and have hardcored this area ready for concreting as well, because Sam is planning on putting a shed down the side here. Currently editing and noticed that I haven't put a conclusion at the end of this video, so I'm just going to slot this in here because I didn't want it to end abruptly. But all the work that you have seen that Sam, Ed and Tom have done has been from Monday to Wednesday. Now everything from Thursday and Friday will be in next week's video, although I don't think there actually has been much that was able to get filmed due to me not being here and being in the office. I know Sam did try his absolute best to get some filming done, so hopefully I'll have a bit of content from the past couple of days for you next week. Sam is currently outside at the moment blocking, so he's getting more work done seeing as the sun is shining outside. But I hope that you have enjoyed watching this video, and I look forward to sharing more extension work with you next week.